Okay, let's go.
Man, don't start this stuff, man.
Hey, we'll put you out.
We don't do much everything. Not on this.
All right, we gonna ride here.
Yeah, it's all wrong, man. A lot of stuff in the front. This is not vodka either. I like him already.
All right. Hey, let me call you right back, big dog.
Oh, okay. What's it say? What is it?
Okay.
Where you from?
Savannah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, man. Appreciate it, man. All right. Later.
So wait a minute. So I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So when we talk about being in the club, let's see.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
Let's see. Y'all chapter original president, vice president was Daddy D and Hollyman, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And it was Sir Laddie was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when they came in.
Bird and all them.
Bird, yep, Bird was a
man.
police officer.
Yep.
Yeah, but Bird and them own guys.
Yes, sir. That's where we're from.
Okay, good.
That's what we represent.
Hey,
Trying to hold it down.
that's all we can do.
That's it.
Yeah, so
You ready?
let's go. Let's roll.
All right. Good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? I'm Cajun. This is Road Rage, and this is Tack. Tack from
Boston.
Chapter. All right. This man got a lot of wisdom and everything, man. But we're gonna ask this man a question that we've been asking everybody.
Except a dream.
No, Dream. Dream had his own thing, man.
We told Dream just to talk.
Man, Dream.
Just go.
He just put out knowledge, man. That's all he did.
Yeah.
Dream and Big Dog to put out knowledge. So, what we normally do, I don't know, were you in Tampa a couple years back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago when Roadrunner came up there and he was talking and stuff, and it kind of stuck with me when he said, you know, you gotta, okay, it stuck with him too. I apologize. He likes to be in the limelight sometimes. But
You light-skinned people always try to
I like it. I told you I like it.
take over, don't you?
I always try to take over. I always want credit. Come on, light skin friend.
Y'all making a comeback sooner or later.
just a tad bit darker than me.
Yeah, listen, before we go any further, let me tell y'all like this, man.
Oh my God.
This is my family, man. And I have a great time. I come to see my brothers and sisters from all over the country. This is why I'm here.
There you go.
There you go.
But, hey, you know the question then. You already know the question.
Lay it on me. Let's-
Because he brought it up there, man, and kind of stuck with us. And that's why we came up with this thing, you know, just sit down with different soldiers. And also we actually sit down with outside people too as well, outside other clubs and all that stuff. But my man, Diplomat, brought you to us. He said you the man with all the knowledge and all the stuff, you know, for Boston and everything. That's why we're gonna sit down with you. The question is, what's your why? Why are you here?
Why I'm here? Reason why I'm here, because I love my organization. I love the people, I love the atmosphere, and I love what we, when I say we, just not one chapter, just not Dream, though Dream is the man of all this. We built something that no one else in the state, in the country has. We're a family, but also we're a business-oriented motorcycle club that, you know, we take things to the next level. It's just not about riding. You know, we put in work in our community. We go work in our community. We give back. You know, it's just not about anybody can get on a motorcycle and ride up and down the highway all day. But what are you actually doing to promote your brand? That's the main thing. And what are you doing as a motorcycle club within the people see that, take that stigma that really people talk about when the first thing they see bikers, what do they think? Negativity. Gangsters or something negative. But they fail to understand Buffalo Soldiers Nation is a group of professionals who just happen to own motorcycles. That's the difference with a lot of things with the Buffalo Soldiers and NABSTMC. Get it right. You can say you're a soldier, but if you ain't under that umbrella, you ain't a Buffalo Soldiers NABSTMC, correct?
Yes, sir.
So we will leave that there. But you know, we started out our Boston chapter 25 years ago, and we're still going strong.
You was one of the original members of the chapter?
Yes, we originally started with 18 charter members.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, you know,
Because the man started with 9, but you,
the Divine Nine, I remember that.
yeah.
They used to have to ride 2 hours up to
Augusta. Just to have a meeting, yeah.
I remember all that.
Huh?
You've been around a couple of minutes, huh? Seen a couple soldiers and,
Well, if you look at all my shirts, all my baseball shirts that say Buffalo Soldiers on it, it has 11. We're the 11th chapter of the organization.
okay.
That's why we put 11 on everything, so you know we are the 11th chapter.
Gotcha.
That's what the 11 signifies on all my Buffalo Soldier shirts.
Okay. That's a good history right there. Some good stuff.
Yeah, yep.
Get a little bit on your organization, Freds and all the stuff, the whole 9, or just,
Okay, so I was the president for, I can't remember how long, but since the existence until I had to retire due to medical injuries and I became a life member, I've always held a position in the Boston chapter. I was either the president, vice president, I was even the secretary at some time. But primarily I was the president, and I say this, but I don't want the accolades of it all. When we first originally decided what we were going to do, I did the paperwork, we got it,
gotcha.
and I had the guys say, hey, listen, okay, I started the process, but now we got to work together to finish it. So back when we came in, there was only maybe 7 or 8 chapters, and the closest chapter was New Jersey at the time. So we had to ride down to New Jersey to meet the presidents of New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania was on board, Virginia, and Central Maryland was coming in the same time we were coming in. So that's how we ended up getting the official approval. And Brian Bulow gave us the approval. He was our first sponsor for our chapter, and we just took off from there. But what I will say, and I say this with truth and sincerity, my first couple of years as president, I sucked at it, and I'll tell you why. And so whenever I did the new president's class, I was honest and upfront about it. As Motown always says, you put business over friendship. And when I first came out as president, I was always trying to satisfy the individual. But when you put that P on your chest, it's not the individual.
It's
the chapter.
Right.
So regardless of that one person thinks, you have to look at it as what is good for the chapter.
You're not gonna satisfy everybody all the time.
You can't be everyone's friend. You just gotta understand, listen, you make the decision based on what your bylaws say, and now it's the Constitution is in effect, so now it's the Constitution. But back then it was the bylaws, but now it's the Constitution. So whatever that Constitution says, that is your Bible as a president. You go by that. You stand by that. Because at the end of the day, if anything else fails, guess what? What did that say?
Yeah.
Since you glanced my way,
Oh,
You
I
know,
trust
I
that.
preach that all the time.
Yes.
What was the chapter name, not individuals.
Yeah.
Can't go by
That's why I pointed at you.
Yeah.
When I used to say this, and people used to look at us like this. And I'll ask you this, you've been around for a while.
Ooh,
What's the hierarchy of a chapter?
it's the hierarchy.
Yes.
Hey,
Who
we
is-
need to switch seats. I need to be in the middle of this. I need to be in the hot seat right now.
No. I say that
You don't
because
answer this question.
a lot of people don't answer the question because a lot of people get the question wrong.
No, there's a correct answer. He knows the answer. I want to know if he's going to say it.
No. You tell me.
Secretary runs everything pretty much.
Who's the lowest person in your chapter?
Nobody.
No. Who's the lowest? Shut up. Who's the lowest?
The chapter runs on the will of the people, right?
Who's your lowest?
And that would be the president.
No. See, the proper order of your chapter is this, and always remember this. Proby, president, members. Okay, the lowest person in your chapter is your proby. Second lowest person is your president. And I don't care what anyone else says, because now I'm gonna back this up with some real facts.
Bring it.
Let's do it.
Who's not allowed to vote?
President.
Who's not allowed to make motions?
President.
Who's not allowed to bring ideas and push them forward?
President.
President. So who's the second lowest person in the chapter? See, if your chapter is running correctly, your president is only a facilitator. That's it. He facilitates. He puts it on the board. He puts the motions. He puts it on the table. He sends it out. But your body is the strongest, and they are the powerful individuals in the room. And a president should never make a vote. It goes to the body.
I'm going to do this to you. You was right, man. Right, man. It's in the middle right here.
That man told me.
You right, man.
I listened to him.
Okay.
That's why I knew
I
the
didn't
answer to
interrupt,
that
man. I
question.
wanted to tell him he was right because he said, nah, man, he didn't want to do this. He wanted me to get you.
Yeah, and so I tell them all the time, this ain't my chapter, it's yours. It is yours, and that's where it should be. Your membership speaks for your chapter. That's the way it should be.
We're going to do something different tonight. We got questions for this man. This man got some wisdom. We got questions out there. Hip, I know you back there in the back. I know you got a question. Lord, I see I brought the wrong crew with me, man.
No.
I apologize.
I think our president has a question. Go ahead, Fred.
Question from the studio audience.
There you go, Press.
Studio
The
audience.
floor record's not hostile. It's not a president chapter.
Go ahead, Prince.
Oh, I was just wondering. You've been on a while, and you've seen change, and a lot of people, as we know, are resistant to change. What do you think about the change in the direction of the nation?
Let me tell you something then. Let me put it this way, right? There's two ugly words in the dictionary. Tradition being one, right? And I won't say the other word now, so I'll just stick with tradition. But the reason why I say tradition is an ugly word is because you want to stay with the old, and you will get left behind.
Right.
And people don't understand that. The word is evolution, the other word. Evolution, everything evolves. You change with the times, and when we say this, we're to the point and the size of this organization. We don't have the luxury of doing what one or two single clubs do, and you build a brand and a reputation. And we always say this, like, for example, a couple of years ago when they wanted to make the retiree rocker. And I was one of the guys who resisted. And it wasn't about respecting the retired members. It was the flip side of it. The flip side of it is, you put a retired rocker on, you go, say you live in
Georgia.
Georgia, right? You go in South Carolina and slap the shit out of somebody, get back on your bike and ride back home. Where Buffalo Soldier did that? Where is he from?
He doesn't have a rocket. He has a retirement money.
He doesn't have a location.
Right.
He doesn't have, so we don't know. So now all of a sudden, he or she puts the whole organization out there in the middle of something. We don't know who this person is. At least if you have a bottom rocker, we get an idea. Well, guess what? He had a Savannah rocker on. You call him Savannah President. He had a Boston rocker on. You're gonna call Boston, right? So at least you have an idea. So that's why I said putting that generic rocker on the back of members was not a good thing. As far as it goes for change with the organization, I say this and I'm honest with it. Some of the changes, I don't think the change was the problem or the issue. It's kind of like, and I say this in the meeting because I know he's going to laugh because I say some crazy off the wall stuff, but I think change in the organization was like food. It's all in the presentation. You present something differently one way, it's more acceptable than someone throwing some slop on the plate and sliding out there, right? You see the difference in the presentation. You're gonna be like, oh, this is something I want to eat. But someone throws something on there with food falling off the plate, what does it look like?
Right.
Shit.
So I think sometimes it's about presentation. And so some of the things that are being rolled out, I think if people got a better presentation, understanding of why it's being done,
Okay.
I think it would make more sense. But on the flip side of that too, I blame a lot of the arguing and complaining with the membership. Because you're president, you know exactly what I'm about to say when I say this. You send an email out and say, everybody give me an answer in 10 days. How many people answer back?
One.
Right. So when you guys move forward and do something, what happens?
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, well, yeah, I didn't know. Well, because,
You'll redeem it.
but don't read the email.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22 because you got national officers who are trying and attempting to keep everyone involved, but then you got people who are not answering, responding to emails, or not moving in a pace which is needed in some situations.
Correct.
So it's a catch-22. So in the one hand, you're like, well, I don't like the way they're doing this, but you're not doing nothing about it. You're not making that move. And so what we used to say, and I used to tell my chapter is, you come to these national meetings and you take a look and you get an understanding of everything. See how things operate. See how it works. You know, everyone sees the finished product or something and they think it looks good, but shit, they don't know what it goes through, how many steps it makes for that product to be finished. And I think the changes that we're doing make sense from a business model and a perspective of it, in the sense that, let's just call it what it is. People want to wear our shit. People want to be us.
Right.
People want to latch onto us. How we're doing it. Oh, because they just using the Buffalo Soldier name.
Right on.
They're not understanding. No, NABSTMC. We're not. This not everyone's Buffalo Soldier. Let them in, that's fine. Let them in, let them in, it's good. But they don't understand that stuff.
Yeah.
So they don't understand the stuff that goes behind it. Just like when they created the secretaries getting emails, people were in an uproar. You know who the only ones who should be arguing about it? Is the presidents who are actually responding to emails. Because if presidents are not responding to emails and their membership is not getting answers or finding out what they should know, it's a failure and it's breakdown.
Right.
I happened to be the Frontier Chairman at one time. I was the Frontier Chairman for 8 years in the Northeast Frontier. And I will tell you, that's the biggest problem. Not sharing information.
Yeah.
President's not sharing information. President's not, so you, in one hand, again. So on one hand, you're saying,
That, you want to check on her?
no, she's in there with Smoke and Michelle.
Okay.
So good. So on the one hand, you're saying, well, we're not doing this, not doing that, but National sends something to a president, says, I need a vote, right? You as a membership, president, don't send to the membership. Don't respond back. But National is now on the hook to take care of something in a timely manner to better the organization. What do you do?
Right.
Right? This is the stuff that people are not looking at. It was so bad when I can imagine how it is for the national offices with 113 chapters. I had 25 in the Northeast Frontier and they drove me goddamn crazy. But so I'm gonna tell you the craziest one I ever heard. National president sent something to the Frontier Chairman and said, distribute to your membership. I don't think there was nothing more to that, right?
Send it off.
Right.
I sent to a certain president, it was no longer an organization, right? And I get a phone call a week later, a couple of the members. Well, how come we get it? This is, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I said, I sent that to you, President, where you go? He goes, we never got it. Call the president. You know what the president told me? Well, when I get emails, I gotta take it and digest it and dissect it before I send it out. So, Tack left the building.
Yeah.
Dana Smith showed up. If you get a fucking email that says distribute it to your membership from the national and there's nothing else, and I send it to you, what the fuck are you dissecting?
Yeah,
What are you dissecting?
Yeah.
Tell me. Just explain to me what you dissecting. And that was ways that presidents kept their thumb on their membership. And that was causing a lot of the angst and hostilities because it's very difficult when something gets to Savannah the president doesn't send it out, but y'all go on a ride to Augusta and Augusta tells y'all about what's in that email. How y'all gonna feel?
Right.
It's crazy, man. Like, what the hell?
These are some of the things that people don't see.
Right.
But like I said, go back to the question is, change is gonna happen because you wanna stay relevant. You don't wanna become stale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You become complacent, you become stale, and you gotta change. You know, and
You
that's
said it
all
best,
it is.
change with the times.
You change with the times.
We can't do stuff in 2025 that we did in 1995.
Nah, you can't get up on the dance floor and do the same things you did at 19 now, I guarantee you that, can you?
No, hell no, man. I got
Exactly.
two hip replacements.
Exactly.
He got three.
Exactly.
He's got three.
So, but these are things that people are not understanding as we evolve as an organization.
We're both, I don't know, we're both sergeants in the police department, Savannah.
Okay.
And one of our favorites.
So wait a minute. So I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So you must know Kevin Ellerby.
Call him the GOAT. You see him? Tell him he met my dad.
Coldest everybody there.
Me and Ellerby worked off-duty club.
Ron, my sister-in-law.
Oh, you run this sister?
Yes.
That's right. Ron and Tracy. No.
Ron was married to my brother.
Yeah.
This man is telling you about people you know.
See, I know, right?
What do I told you to speak to him.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wasn't a bad choice.
Yeah, one of the bad choices. No, we appreciate you. But no, one of our favorite sayings, because the police department changes like everything else. Either you deal with change, or change will deal with you. So, and you said it best. A lot of the older individuals like the tradition or where what most of it used to be, and some of the little resistance, some of the changes come along, but we can't times are so advanced and so much stuff going on. It makes it easier for them to do a lot of stuff, but then a lot of people just don't like you said, the presentation sometimes.
It's sometimes a presentation, but also, you know what? I try, I tell guys this, right? It's a forehead monster. Okay? You know what that is? Forehead monster.
Frank with them.
Make your rides, pay your dues, participate with your chapter, make your meetings. If you do those 4 things, 95% of the Constitution does not even apply to you.
Hey.
Right?
And when do people want the Constitution and all that?
When they're in trouble.
When they're in trouble.
When they're in trouble. Yo, listen, the Constitution, it sucks. It ain't worth useless. As soon as they answer, they make their rise. Well, wait a minute, but this section of the Constitution, then that's when they can tell you everything page of the Constitution. Right? That's when they can tell you everything about the Constitution when they get in trouble.
What was the 4 things again?
Make your rise.
Make your rise.
Pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
Make your meetings.
Make meetings.
Participate with your chapter.
That's easy.
Participation. That's all you need to do.
That's basic. I mean,
That's it. That is the bare minimum
don't forget what you do.
need to do to be a member in good standing.
So since I hate to do this, we're gonna actually do a part 2 review. I'm about to sit back down with you because they over there doing karaoke.
Somebody swear they Barry White right there.
Yeah, we got Barry White sitting out there trying to sing, but I don't know who that is. But we gotta go upstairs and do
He got Barry Black. He ain't no damn Barry White.
But no, seriously, man, I'm gonna get your number and everything, man. I want to sit down and talk to you. We want to sit down and talk to you.
Whatever you are ready, man. Listen.
Because I like what you bring, man. I like what you say.
Listen.
You know, you keep it basic, you keep it real. You know what I mean?
I'm a Buffalo Soldier lifer, not life member. I'm a lifer. I ain't going nowhere, man.
That's it.
I ain't never joined no other organization. I ain't never thought it because this is it for me. Even with my like I said, I had a major injury and but I ain't going nowhere.
We're gonna get back with you this week, I promise you. We're gonna end this one right now. This is Cajun, Road Rage, and this is Tack. Man, I tell you, this man got some knowledge, man. We're gonna come back and sit down with this guy.
I ain't gonna never get the 4 things.
Because Barry Black out there trying to sing, man.
That's
So
look, saying the extended version of the damn song.
now, I thought it was gonna cut off soon.
Hey.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing, man? This is Cajun, this is Road Rage, man.
Yo.
We're from the Savannah Chapter, Buffalo Soldiers, right here in Georgia. We're at here, nice little clubhouse here, right here on Tibet Avenue.
Yes, sir. Continental West, baby. 111 Tibet Avenue. You need to come check us out. If you don't know, now you know.
Appreciate you watching our videos. Thank you for support and all that stuff.
Remember, subscribe on YouTube. Check out all the videos these young man's posting. We're doing big things down in Savannah. Trying to come check us out.
Trying to keep it rolling, baby. Man, fuck it, we out, bro. Let's roll.
There we go again.